Have you ever noticed something interesting about English? You can study for years. You can learn thousands of words. You can understand movies and conversations. But when you open your mouth to speak, you suddenly feel stuck. You know what you want to say, but the words don't come naturally.
Yes, and many English learners experience the same thing. The problem is not always your grammar. The problem is that real conversations are full of small expressions that textbooks don't always teach.
Native speakers use these expressions every day. They make conversations faster, smoother, and more natural. And today, we're going to learn some of the most useful expressions that can help you sound more fluent.
But remember something. Don't only listen. Try to repeat the sentences. Shadow our voices. The more you practice, the more natural these expressions will feel.
I'm Ava.
And I'm Leo. Welcome to English Charisma. Let's begin.
Have you ever had a situation where someone asked you a question, but the answer was not completely yes or no? Maybe you needed more information before making a decision. In that situation, native speakers often say, "It depends."
That's right. It depends means the answer changes according to the situation. For example, are you going to travel this year?
You can say, "It depends. I need to save some money first."
Exactly. The situation is not clear yet, so the answer depends on something else.
Here is another example. Do you think learning English is difficult?
It depends. For some people, it is difficult at the beginning. For others, it becomes easier with daily practice.
This expression is simple, but it is very powerful. Let's practice it together. It depends.
It depends on the situation.
It depends on what you need.
Great. Now let's move to another expression that you will hear all the time.
Imagine your friend explains an idea to you. After listening, you understand their opinion. You agree because their explanation is logical. What can you say?
You can say, "That makes sense."
Exactly. That makes sense means I understand your idea. Your explanation is reasonable.
For example, I practice English every morning because I want to improve faster.
That makes sense. A daily habit can create big improvements over time.
Another example, I don't watch a lot of TV because I want to spend more time learning new skills.
That makes sense. You understand the person's reason.
Now listen carefully and repeat. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now I understand. That makes sense.
Very good. The next expression is something people use when they want to show understanding and connection.
The expression is, I get what you mean.
This means, I understand your thoughts. I understand your feelings. It is a very natural phrase in conversations.
For example, sometimes I know the answer in English, but I feel nervous when I speak.
I get what you mean. Many learners feel the same way.
Exactly. This expression is not only about understanding words, it's about understanding someone's experience.
Here is another example. I feel tired after work, so sometimes I don't have enough energy to study.
I get what you mean. Finding time to learn something new can be challenging.
Let's practice. I get what you mean.
I totally get what you mean.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Excellent. Now let's learn an expression that can make you sound more friendly and relaxed.
Imagine someone says, "Sorry, I forgot to send you the message." How would you respond?
A natural response is, "No worries."
Exactly. No worries means it's okay. Don't worry about it. No problem.
Native speakers use this expression a lot. It makes conversations feel more comfortable.
For example, "Sorry, I'm late."
No worries. Take your time.
Another example, "Sorry, I made a mistake."
No worries. Everyone makes mistakes.
Now let's repeat. No worries.
No worries. It's okay.
No worries. Don't worry about it.
Great job. You're already learning expressions that native speakers use naturally.
Now let's talk about making plans. Imagine someone suggests an idea and you like it. Maybe a friend says, "Let's practice English together tomorrow."
A natural response is, "Sounds good."
Yes, sounds good means I agree. That is a good idea. I'm okay with that plan.
For example, let's watch an English movie tonight.
Sounds good.
Let's start our English practice at 7.
Sounds good.
This expression is short, but it makes you sound much more natural.
Let's practice. Sounds good.
That sounds good.
Sounds really good.
Perfect. So far, we have learned 5 expressions that can immediately improve your everyday conversations, but we're only getting started. There are more expressions that native speakers use constantly. In the next part, we will continue with more phrases that can help you speak English with more confidence and sound more natural.
In the first part, we learned some simple expressions that native speakers use every day. Expressions like, it depends, that makes sense, I get what you mean, no worries, and sounds good.
These expressions may look simple, but simple expressions are often the most powerful ones. They help you connect ideas, they help you respond faster, and they make your English sound more natural.
Remember, fluency is not about using difficult words all the time. Sometimes a simple phrase can make a big difference. So let's continue with more expressions that you can use in real conversations.
Let's start.
Have you ever wanted to agree with someone during a conversation? Maybe someone shares an opinion, and you think, yes, exactly, that's a great idea. In that situation, native speakers often say, that's a good point.
This expression means that is an important idea. I understand your opinion and it makes sense.
For example, many people think speaking practice is more important than memorizing vocabulary.
That's a good point, because language is a skill, and skills improve through practice.
Another example, sleep is important because it affects your energy and focus.
That's a good point. A healthy lifestyle can improve many areas of your life.
Now let's practice. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's actually a very good point.
Great. This expression is perfect for conversations, meetings, and discussions.
Now let's learn another expression that shows strong agreement. Imagine your friend says something you completely agree with. You don't just agree, you really agree. What can you say?
You can say, I totally agree.
Exactly. I totally agree means I have the same opinion. I strongly believe the same thing.
For example, learning a language requires patience.
I totally agree. Progress takes time, but consistency creates results.
Another example, everyone should spend some time improving themselves.
I totally agree. Personal growth is a lifelong journey.
Let's repeat. I totally agree.
I completely agree with you.
Yes, I totally agree.
Excellent. Now let's look at an expression that is useful when you have a different opinion.
The expression is, I'm not sure about that.
This is a polite way to disagree. Instead of saying, you're wrong, you can say, I'm not sure about that.
It sounds softer and more respectful. For example, I think learning grammar is the only thing you need to speak fluently.
I'm not sure about that. Grammar is important, but speaking practice is important too.
Exactly. You can disagree without creating an argument.
Let's practice. I'm not sure about that.
I'm not completely sure about that.
I'm not sure that's the best idea.
Very good. Now let's learn an expression that native speakers use when they want to clarify something.
Sometimes people misunderstand your words. Maybe they think you mean something negative. You want to explain your real meaning. What can you say?
You can say, don't get me wrong.
Exactly. Don't get me wrong means please don't misunderstand me.
For example, don't get me wrong. I like my job, but sometimes it can be stressful.
Great example. You are not saying something bad, you are just explaining your honest opinion.
Another example. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy studying English, but sometimes it is challenging.
Now repeat. Don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate your help.
Don't get me wrong, I understand your point.
Perfect. This expression can make your conversations much smoother.
Now, let's learn a phrase that you often hear in conversations when people talk about information.
The expression is, as far as I know.
This means, based on the information I have, I believe this is true, but I'm not 100% certain.
For example, is John still working at that company?
As far as I know, yes, he started there 2 years ago.
Another example. As far as I know, the meeting starts at 9.
This expression is useful because it shows confidence but also honesty. You're sharing information without pretending you know everything.
Let's practice. As far as I know.
As far as I know, everything is ready.
As far as I know, she lives in London.
Great. Now let's move to an expression that you will hear at the beginning of many conversations.
The expression is, to be honest.
This means I'm going to tell you my real opinion. I'm going to be truthful.
For example, to be honest, I was nervous before my first English conversation.
That's a very natural sentence. Many people feel nervous when they start speaking another language.
Another example. To be honest, I didn't enjoy that movie.
Notice that this expression introduces your personal opinion.
Let's repeat. To be honest.
To be honest, I don't know.
To be honest, I think it's a great idea.
Excellent. You are doing great. These expressions are not complicated, but they are exactly the kind of phrases that make conversations feel natural.
Let's continue. Imagine you're having a conversation and suddenly you remember something. You want to add a new topic. What can you say?
You can say, by the way.
By the way is used when you want to introduce another piece of information.
For example, I'm going to the gym after work.
That's great. By the way, did you finish your English homework?
Perfect. Another example, I saw Sarah yesterday. By the way, she said hello.
Let's practice. By the way.
By the way, I have a question.
By the way, did you hear the news?
Great job.
Today, we learned several expressions that can completely change the way you communicate. You learned how to agree, how to disagree politely, how to share opinions, and how to continue conversations naturally.
But we still have more powerful expressions to learn. In the next part, we will continue with phrases that native speakers use in daily conversations, expressions that can help you sound more confident, relaxed, and fluent.
Keep practicing, keep repeating, and remember, fluent English is built one natural expression at a time.
You have already learned 20 powerful expressions, but we are not finished yet. The last expressions are some of the most useful phrases you can use in everyday conversations.
Remember, you don't need perfect English to sound natural. You need the right expressions at the right time. So let's continue.
Sometimes people ask you, how is everything going? Maybe life is not perfect, but everything is okay. What can you say?
You can say, I can't complain.
Exactly. I can't complain means everything is okay. My situation is good enough.
For example, how is your new job? I can't complain. The people are friendly and I enjoy it.
Let's practice. I can't complain.
Great. Now let's learn another useful expression.
Imagine you spend a lot of time learning something. It is difficult, but the result is valuable. What can you say?
It's worth it.
Exactly. It means the result is valuable enough for the effort.
For example, learning English takes time, but it's worth it.
Repeat. It's worth it.
Hard work is difficult, but it's worth it.
Excellent. Now imagine someone says, maybe something unexpected will happen. A natural response is,
You never know.
right. You never know means anything is possible.
For example, I don't think I can ever speak English fluently.
You never know. With enough practice, you can improve.
Let's continue with a fun expression.
Sometimes you say something funny. Someone thinks you are serious. What do you say?
I'm just kidding.
Exactly. It means, I'm joking. Don't take me seriously.
For example, I'm going to stop studying English forever.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Good. Now let's learn another common expression.
Give me a break.
This expression has different meanings. Sometimes it means, stop being unreasonable. Sometimes it shows surprise.
For example, you need to work 24 hours every day to be successful.
Give me a break. Everyone needs rest.
Good. Now let's learn a phrase for situations when you are late.
The expression is, I'm running late.
It means I'm going to be late.
For example, sorry, I'm running late. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Simple and very common. Repeat, I'm running late.
Now let's learn, That's the point. We use this when we want to explain the main idea of something.
For example, practice feels difficult.
That's the point. Practice helps you become better.
Great. Another useful expression is, I can't help it.
This means I cannot control it. For example, I always smile when I watch funny videos.
I can't help it. They're too funny.
Now we have reached our final expression.
I see what you mean.
This means I understand your opinion. It is similar to I get what you mean.
For example, speaking English is scary at first, but it becomes easier with practice.
I see what you mean. Experience makes everything easier.
Amazing job! Today you learned 30 expressions that can make your English sound more natural.
But remember, learning expressions is only the beginning. The next step is using them. Listen again, repeat, shadow, and make these phrases part of your daily English.
Thank you for joining us on English Charisma. Keep practicing, keep improving, and remember, fluent English is built one expression at a time. See you in the next episode.